What's up, hustlers? Happy Bulletproof Monday. I can't even speak this morning. That's the fun thing about doing it live. Oh my gosh. I hope you're having an amazing start to your week. If you are here live, I want to welcome you. If you're listening on iTunes or Spotify or Google Podcast or watching on YouTube, big shout out to you. I do Bulletproof Monday live every Monday on my Facebook fan page. You can check it out at Susan Sly Live. Today is a special time. If you're here live, I have a full day meeting ahead, so I want to drop by and make sure your Monday is off to a great start. If you're new to Bulletproof Monday, what is Bulletproof Monday? It is for solopreneurs, people in the gig economy, for entrepreneurs, for people doing startups, the mindset, the money, the motivation, the marketing, all of it to help you get to where you need to be. My name is Susan Sly. I'm a co-CEO of Radius AI. I'm also CEO of my own company, Stephanger Power. I'm a speaker. I'm an author. I'm a mom. And sometimes balancing all that can get a little tricky. But anyway, good morning, Amy, Pat. It's great to see you. Becky, Sandra, hey, Joyce, Marcia. It's great to see all of you. Let's get into it. So the holidays, how many of you find the holidays stressful? Just nod your head if that's you, or you can just give a thumbs up, right? The holidays can be incredibly, incredibly stressful. In fact, a study that was published in, I have it written down here, in actually Harvard, a study published at Harvard found that 62% of people report that their holiday stress is either quite intense or intense. So what causes stress? It can be business downturns, right? Your business is going along and then suddenly during the holidays, maybe it goes down. For some people, it's the other way. The holidays are a time when their business goes up between Black Friday sales and everything else. It can be a very robust time of the year, especially for large retailers like Target and Walmart and Amazon and so on and so forth. There's also the added stress when you're trying to navigate family, and you've got additional things to do. I know in our house we have, there are Christmas pageants and the list goes on. And then I got an invitation to go to a cookie exchange, and then there's the holiday parties. It's just like go, 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 and buying gifts, and it can be massive. And so in this study, the top 3 stressors were financial, and that was, navigating, juggling, the financial aspects of business and being able to buy the gifts and the food and everything else. It all adds up. Number 2 was navigating personal relationships. So did you know another study found that the 2 weeks before Christmas are actually the highest breakup times of the year? Yep, it's crazy. A lot of people self-reflect. They're like, I'm done. That's it. Happy Christmas, happy holidays, and I'm breaking up with you. And the third thing that was stressful was maintaining those personal routines. So getting the workout in and trying to get all of those things done. And so one of the things over my course of time in training and mentoring people, and 2 decades plus that I've been in business, that the biggest thing is that when we're that stressed out, it can really cost us in a lot of ways. So one, we can get to a place where we're not as productive. So we're not making our sales calls. We're not, following up. We tell ourselves, oh, we'll do that stuff in January. But then January, if we do that kind of thing, by the time we get to January, we're actually going to be further behind, because a lot of people start to make their January purchasing decisions earlier. So they already know. How many of you already know there's some things you're going to start in January? Maybe it's a health regime. You're going to buy some products. I know I'm going to do a reno. I've already started looking at flooring and things like that. I'm not starting that stuff in December. I'm going to start it in January, right? So we start to consider our January purchases long before January. Maybe it's a vacation we're going to take, whatever it is. And if as business owners, we aren't putting ourselves in the mix, regardless of what it is that we do. If we have a consulting business, if we have a direct sales business, if we aren't putting ourselves in the mix now, then when those people start spending their money, they're not even going to consider our businesses. So the holidays can be a time when people put their business down, when they just think, oh, I don't have to do anything. I'm going on cruise control. That is the worst thing you can do. And in fact, I've observed there are 5 things that successful business people just choose to let go of in order to create a really robust holiday season. So if you would like to hear those, I'm sure you would because you're here. I'm going to go through those really, really quickly. A couple key things. If you are a subscriber to my list, susansly.com, you get discounts on programs I offer. I've got some amazing new things coming up in 2020. They're incredible. You also get to come to live free coaching. It's amazing. In 2020, I'm actually starting a membership group for people based on the tenets of marketing, money, mindset, and motivation. It's going to be very low cost. It's a virtual networking group. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to be in there every week mentoring you all through the year 2020. It's going to be incredible. So lots of great things coming up. We also have a Black Friday sale coming up. And so if you are looking for a CRM, we are putting Keep by Infusionsoft on sale. We also have coaching on sale. So what you generally pay when someone is certified in Keep by Infusionsoft is usually in the neighborhood of about $250 to $300 per hour, and our certified coaches are doing a sale, so it's going to be half that. It's crazy. So you want to check it out. You'll see it here on social media. You'll also see it on www.agency8.com. That's my digital marketing agency, and susansly.com. So let's get to it. All right. So the first thing, and hey, I want to acknowledge you if you're still here, because when it's a lot, people drop in, they drop out. I'm like, how are you ever going to learn anything if you don't see it through? Very few people see anything through. They don't listen to the full podcast. They don't read the whole book. They leave the seminar before it's over. How in God's name are you supposed to get a result if you just put your toe in the water? I wrote one of my kids a love note this morning. I write them love notes every morning, and I said, listen, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you just jump on and jump off and you're like, well, I listened to Susan, nothing happened. Well, God love you because you didn't hear the whole show. So anyway, I'm going to go, that's my little rant. It's like, hey, if I get on the Peloton, you guys know I'm an avid Peloton rider, and I get on for a 45-minute ride with Robin. Shouts out, Robin. I love you. And I only do 5 minutes. Do you think I'm going to have a great body? No. We got to be those see it through people. So let's see it through. I'm going to go really quickly. So the first thing that successful people let go of during the holiday season is perfection. Perfection is another form of procrastination, my friends. I don't care how perfect the gift is wrapped. I don't care that you ended up getting someone a gift card instead of going and wasting a whole afternoon. They probably like the gift card better, buying something they're just going to re-gift anyway. I don't care that Bob showed up at your Christmas party. He didn't know it was an ugly Christmas sweater party, and he didn't have an ugly Christmas sweater on. I don't care that you let your 10-year-old decorate the table for Thanksgiving. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, people don't remember the perfection. They remember the intent. I'm going to say it again. At the end of the day, people don't remember the perfection. They remember the intent. On Friday night, my family and I went to feed the homeless at Streets of Destiny, and one of our agency clients, Bruce Corkill, came. It was awesome. My business partner, Radius, Jeff Cox, was there with his beautiful wife, Trisha, his daughter, Vivian. And on the way, we had gone to Target, and I bought these blankets, and they were, $10. And you should have seen people's faces when they were getting these new blankets. It was absolutely incredible. And there was this one man, and he was missing several teeth, and his face, he had obviously seen a lot of life, and he got his blanket, and I was just observing him, and he's so happy and just smiling. $10 freaking to make this guy's night, and some of you spend $10 or more to wrap the damn gift that the stuff goes in the trash anyway. Successful business people let go of perfection during the holidays. There is no perfection. Even in your workout, if you're used to working out 90 minutes, it might only be 30 minutes during the holidays. Oh well, let go of perfection. It's just an excuse. Number 2, let go of non-income producing activities during your work time. So you have work time. I have work time, right? And I my work time is probably different than your work time. Today, as an example, I was up at 4:20. I started my office around 4:45. I worked until about 6:30. Then got the kids off to school. Then I went and I worked out. Then I'm back in the office. My last video meeting tonight is at 7 tonight. So that's my work day today. And I've got a full day ahead, okay? During work time, I am not shopping online for the perfect holiday gift, okay? During my work time, there is no time to listen to people's nonsense or their drama or to do anything. During work time, I work. If you want to be successful during the holidays, you carve out that work time, and it might be a little less than what you normally do, but during that time you work. I see a lot of people, and what they say they want is not in alignment with the actions. Your actions speak louder than your words. I was recently doing a pitch to a multi-billion-dollar company, and one of their senior vice presidents said to me, he said, "Susan, show me. You guys have presented a lot of data. You've done a lot of stuff." He said, "Show me. Show me." That's our motto here, show me. And it's the same thing, show me, show you, show up. During your work time, friends, that's when you got to show up. You all through the holidays, make your prospecting calls, look for new clients and customers, set the follow-up, do all of those things. One of my mentors, she always used to say, "Susan, your best client, your best customer, they will even join on Christmas Day." And she was a professional in network marketing, and she said, a really good networker will join your business on Christmas Day. Okay? It's the God's honest truth. People, not everyone celebrates Christmas. Some people, different priorities. But the more you show up, you are sending a loud, clear message of certainty to people who want to do business with you. I'll give you an example. Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving, and no, I'm working half a day. But during that half a day I'm working, I'm going to be working, right? I hope that's landing. The next thing that successful people do, business people do, is they let go of negativity. So during the holidays, people can get really, really negative. Have you ever found that? How are you doing? Or, oh, I have to go to my in-laws, or, whatever. Just successful people don't have time for negativity. They put their blinders on. So during this time, they listen to the great podcasts. They read the personal and business development books. They listen to shows. They watch shows just like this one. Anyone who's negative, they just put them out of their lives, because during the holidays, it can be really, really easy to go negative, especially if you have there are two kinds of holiday businesses: those that really soar during the holidays because they align with what people want, like you're a Lululemon, or my friend's own spiritual gangster like Ian and Vanessa. They're going to sell a lot of spiritual gangster during the holidays. Or you might have a business that kind of goes down during the holidays. When I was in the health club business, people were not buying health club memberships in December. They were buying gift certificates. But my January sales, the sales I did in January were usually more money than I would make in February, March, and April combined. And so if you have a product like that that doesn't do well in the holidays, it's very easy to go negative and be like, oh, my income's down, and, maybe I shouldn't be an entrepreneur, and maybe I should get a job again. Get out of your head and stop it, okay? There is no room for negativity and prosperity to coexist. You've got to have that abundant mindset, that prosperous mindset. I'm doing everything now to get ready for January. I'm doing everything now. I'm reaching out to people. I'm booking my appointments. I am out there and I'm in it to win it. That's the attitude you've got to have. And whether it's affirmations, meditation, whatever it is for you that gets your head on straight. For me, it is prayer to God. It is exercise and meditation and closing off every single day in gratitude. That's what keeps me grounded in positivity. I went to yoga this morning, and the gal, Kate, the teacher, she was like, everyone's so positive. And I'm like, Kate, what is there to be upset about? We're here. We can afford to do a whatever it is, $20 yoga class. There were people who slept on the street last night. I mean, hello, what have I got to complain about? She's like, you're always so positive. And I have my moments, believe me, I do. But that's what I want to be known for. Susan is positive. Susan's uplifting. Susan's a go-getter. And I want you to start to say that over yourself. Speak greatness over yourself, because if you speak greatness over yourself, you can speak greatness over others. The next one is let go of self-sabotage. So during the holidays, whether it's alcohol, drugs, staying up too late, whatever it is, you didn't need to binge watch Hulu and watch every Christmas movie on there, or the Hallmark Channel. It's like, oh, I just stayed up until 2 a.m. No, you don't need to do that. Successful business people do not self-sabotage during the holidays. Yes, they will indulge, but they know that productivity trumps anything else. You have no time, if you want to be successful, to be hungover, to not be focused, any of that stuff. Okay, you can still have that balance. But the other thing I see business people do who are not successful, they stuff their freaking emotions with food. Okay, if you have a big gut, I love when I get on the airplane, it's like 6 in the morning. Sometimes I'll fly to San Francisco or wherever I'm going for a date, business trip. And I see people on there and they're like huge guts, drinking vodka and whatever first thing in the morning, stuffing their emotions. Get a freaking grip. That is not any way to live. Get your head on straight. When you sabotage yourself, your team suffers, your staff suffers, your family suffers, and you suffer. That is a surefire way to make yourself sick. Enough. Successful people do not self-sabotage during the holidays. Yes, they might have shortbread, they might have turkey, they might have wine, they might have those things, but not to the point where they're stuffing emotions down and they're sabotaging their success. That, if that's you, then you need to really think about it and potentially get some help, because if you're constantly just stuffing your emotions down with food and alcohol, how are you ever going to be successful? I don't believe in fake it until you make it, and I don't believe in that you eat it and eat it and eat it so you just don't feel, okay? I was in a relationship, oh gosh, many, many, many years ago, like decades ago, and I did that. So I'm not speaking at you. I'm coming alongside with you as your friend. I am not judging you. I've done that. I was 200 pounds in a toxic relationship, and guess what good I was to anyone? That would be zero, okay? So the hole, I call it, that hole that you feel empty, you feel lonely, you feel unsuccessful, food and alcohol will never fill that. What's going to fill that well is getting in a like-minded community, is faith, is love, is gratitude, is going out there and doing the things that fill you up, not tear you down. All right, the last thing that successful people do to navigate the holidays that they let go of is all selfishness. The most successful people I know are also the most generous. And generosity doesn't just come from money. You could go out like I did Friday night and serve the homeless. We cooked and then we brought that food. That's what we did. I mean, we also, as I said, we went to Target. But over the years, Chris and I have done some amazing things at the holidays. And this will humble you. If you have a computer that you're watching this and you have an iPhone 11 and you have all these things, you are so freaking blessed. So we, for years, partnered with the Salvation Army, and we'd adopt a family and we'd go buy all the toys, and where we were living, we'd get to go and deliver them and the food. And it was amazing. It was so incredible. When I was a little kid, my mom and I were really, really poor. And, I was embarrassed, but we relied on the generosity of strangers, the generosity of our church. A lot of times when I was a little kid, the Christmas gifts came from the church. The food came from the church. We spent Christmas dinner with people from our church because we didn't have anything. I've told you guys the stories about going to the grocery store with Monopoly money because I was so hungry. And if you are in your head, you are not going to be successful. Find a way to serve. As I said, it doesn't have to be money. It could be time. It could be anything. Do something anonymous. Go and, find a way to anonymously serve. Because when you are focused on your problems, you are not focused on the solutions. And the fastest way to stop focusing on your problems is to go and serve someone who has bigger problems than you. So with that, hopefully this has been helpful. If I will read all of your comments, please share this if it's been helpful. This is one of the ways I serve every Bulletproof Monday. Generally speaking, we are here at 1 Pacific. So next week I will be here at 1 Pacific. But you know, guys, if you are in the United States, I just want to wish you just a beautiful Thanksgiving. You know, tend to your business, focus, but also enjoy your family, enjoy the season. You all have so much to be grateful for. And the last thing I'm going to say is that when you can find a lot of small things to be grateful for, it's amazing how much more you begin to realize how blessed you truly are. So with that, God bless all of you. I love you. I am praying for you, and I will see you next week on Bulletproof Monday. Goodbye, everyone.